So, you've just wrapped up a massive project, and a coworker says, "Wow, I'm seriously impressed you pulled that off with everything else on your plate." On the surface, it's a compliment. So, why does it feel like a backhanded jab? You might just be dealing with someone who secretly resents you. Their subtle moves are designed to make you question yourself, and it's not just some awkward personality quirk. It's a deliberate pattern of behavior meant to undermine you, all while giving them a way to deny they meant any harm. This kind of hidden resentment is way more common than you'd think, especially when things get competitive at work. These aren't just little annoyances. They're calculated, passive-aggressive tactics that can quietly sabotage your career if you don't see them for what they are. So, let's get into the 7 secret moves people use when they resent you for no good reason, and how you can spot them before they cause any real damage. First up, they'll try to make you doubt yourself using subtle gaslighting and microaggressions. They won't call you out openly. Instead, they'll chip away at your confidence by questioning your competence in small, deniable ways. Maybe a manager ignores your idea in a meeting, only to say later, "You never brought that up." It's designed to make you second-guess your own memory and feel like you constantly have to prove yourself. The best way to fight this? Keep records. A simple, factual response, like, "Just to clarify, as I mentioned in my email on Tuesday," shuts it down quickly. Next is the classic silent treatment. This is a passive-aggressive power play where they use silence to punish or control you. At work, this could be a colleague who suddenly stops answering your messages or forgets to include you in important emails, especially right after you got some praise. Their goal is to isolate you without saying a word, making you feel rejected and desperate to get back in their good graces. Don't fall into the trap of over-apologizing. Address it head-on once, and if it keeps happening, it's time to escalate. Move number 3 is a tricky one. They shower you with praise, only to strategically overload you with work. They'll say things like, "You're just so good at this. I knew you could handle it." This isn't admiration. It's a setup. They're using your own sense of responsibility against you to hide their resentment and push you toward burnout. The best counter is to learn how to set firm boundaries. A simple, "I appreciate the confidence, but I need to focus on my main responsibilities right now," is all you need to say. If any of this is starting to sound familiar and these tips are clicking for you, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for more advice on handling tough situations at work. It honestly makes a huge difference. The 4th move is called triangulation, and it's all about making you feel inadequate by constantly comparing you to someone else. They might say, "Why can't you handle this like Sarah does?" Or they'll stir up drama and gossip to create rivalries, making it seem like they're the only one you can rely on. This is a classic divide-and-conquer tactic that messes with your professional relationships and leaves you feeling insecure. Don't take the bait. The best response is to redirect the conversation back to your own work. Try saying, "Let's focus on my specific deliverables." At number 5, we have the toxic combo of guilt-tripping and false promises. They'll make you feel bad for having boundaries, with lines like, "If you don't stay late, you're letting the whole team down." At the same time, they might dangle a carrot like a promotion or a raise. They have no power to give just to keep you working yourself into the ground. This completely destroys trust and just builds more resentment. Remember, your boundaries aren't selfish, they're essential. And if someone makes a promise, ask for a clear timeline, preferably in writing. The 6th move is one of the most damaging, strategically spreading rumors and misinformation. This person acts like a saboteur, chipping away at your reputation without ever saying anything to your face. They might quietly suggest you're unreliable, or twist your words to make you look bad. They build themselves up by tearing you down with claims that are hard to disprove. It can make you feel paranoid and alone. The only way to win is to refuse to play. Don't engage in gossip, and when you hear a lie, calmly correct it with facts. And finally, the 7th move is creating an emotional roller coaster with inconsistent treatment. One day, they're your biggest supporter, and the next, they're cold and distant for no clear reason. This isn't just them being moody. It's a manipulation tactic meant to keep you off balance and constantly seeking their approval. The solution isn't to try and figure them out, it's to disengage. Once you see the hot and cold pattern, you can choose to limit your interactions and stop letting their behavior affect you. So, Those backhanded compliments, the silent treatment, the constant comparisons, no, it's not all in your head. If you notice a common thread, it's that each of these moves is deniable. They're subtle enough that if you call them out, they can act like you're the one overreacting, but you have to trust your gut. Recognizing these tactics is the first and most important step to disarming them. You can't change how they act, but you can absolutely control how you respond. By setting boundaries, documenting what happens, and refusing to get drawn into their psychological games, you take back your power and protect your career. What about you? Have you ever dealt with any of these moves? Share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more strategies to help you build a stronger, smarter career.